Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name is Arden Studios and welcome back to another YouTube video. Now guys, in today's YouTube video, I'm going to be teaching you guys aim training tricks for Arsenal that'll help you out a ton. This time I'm going to be teaching aim training tricks that focus more on slow fire rate weapons such as snipers and so on and so forth, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Now let's get straight into it. Okay guys, so the first aim training trick I'm going to be teaching you guys today is going to be involved when you're using any slow fire rate weapon such as a sniper. This trick is to make sure you're never shooting at the side of your opponent. Now, as you guys can see here, the front of your opponent will have so much more hitbox space that when your opponent is jumping left and right like that, where they go left and right, you'll notice that their hitbox is going to be a lot smaller. Like here, it's going to be a lot harder to hit someone. Focus on aiming for the front of your opponent whenever you're trying to hit them with a sniper. This is incredibly important and useful to use. This time, I'm going to go straight into the second tip. I think it'll make things a lot easier. For the second tip that I'm going to be giving you guys is that I want you guys to always make sure that you are trying to make sure your opponent is walking towards you straight when they're coming at you. So here, I'm going to see if my opponent will walk straight at me. Now, in most situations, professional players will generally be jumping left and right anyways to strafe, but you'll notice a lot of players in lobbies, like as you guys can see here, they're strafing. But most players in a lot of lobbies are going to be coming straight at you from time to time, and it's at those times it's much easier to hit sniper hits. So, in conclusion, make sure that you're aiming for the front of somebody's body, and make sure they're walking right at you. A great way to make sure your opponent walks right at you is to turn corners where you know they're going to appear. On maps like House, it's much easier to find corners where you know your opponent's going to appear and use them to your advantage. Now, let's get straight into the next tip. So, for the next tip I'm going to be explaining to you guys, it's going to be a tip that has helped me so much ever since I started doing this. This tip is brought up by a lot of pros, but if you happen to click on my video, thank you very much, and I'm going to be explaining it to you guys. So, for this next tip, what you're going to want to do is always aim up. Now, in Arsenal, it's easy to develop a habit of looking down like this. Why does this habit appear? It's because most of the time we aim for the body. The body has a higher hitbox, making it generally a lot easier to aim for it. But this next tip is going to be aim up. When you aim up like this, you're going to notice that it'll make it a lot easier. Now, the head hitbox is actually quite big, so as you guys can see, I'm going to aim up here, and then hopefully, once I get to a better gun, such as the Sten is going to work. Once I get to a better gun, I can start trying to hit headshots on my opponent. So, this tip especially works with snipers. I've seen it happen with snipers a lot. And if you're aiming up constantly and just a little higher than you think you should, it'll help you. Now, here, you guys are going to see, I'm going to track my opponent's head. And then now this is a big bloom gun. We're on the Windicator, and I'll show this to you guys one more time. So here, I'm going to track my opponent's head like so. So let's wait. My opponent should be coming around the corner because of the spawn locations, as you guys can see. Now he's just going to be jumping left and right. And then you guys are going to want to aim up. Now, the reality is when you... Okay, that should have been a headshot. The reality is when you aim up, it'll make it a lot easier to hit shots. And actually, right now you guys can see my friend is helping me out here with showing this in game. But the reality is in game, this is actually going to work a lot easier. Now, again, this is why pro players are always strafing left and right in a very crouchy motion. But I'll make a video explaining how to dodge more bullets if this video gets to about 5 likes.